Says loading. And let's see, 5, 4. Oh shit! Look at this, man. And this is it. I think we're live. I'm a little loud. Let me turn this down a bit.
I think we're live, man.
We are live, and my voice carries, as you know very well. My voice carries, so I'm gonna speak a little bit quieter. But how are you, Anurag? How's your day?
I feel like you should introduce yourself. I feel like you should introduce yourself first as the commish.
As the commissioner, as you can see, my name is Joshua. I'm the commissioner, and I guess host of Defense Podcast, which I have to credit you. You came up with the name, and I really like it. I really enjoy it. It's unique. I knew it was unique when I could buy the URL, the domain name, for like $10. No one had it. It doesn't exist. You made it happen, so yeah. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, I'm hosting this thing, and you were really you were the catalyst to make this happen. To really like motivate, everyone to hop on it. And I know I've been procrastinating too long and like not doing this as quick as I, not only as the league has wanted to, but also as I've wanted to. But we're finally doing this, and we're getting some video too. I'm gonna see how I can break this down and release it. But I'm so happy to have you on here, man. This is great.
I appreciate that. I mean, we're here and it's happening, so I think that's all that we can ask for. I think the boys have been waiting.
Yeah, I know.
So let's just do it. This is exciting. Hopefully somebody watches this in the future.
Bro, listen, eventually.
To the two people that are watching, what's up?
No, the two people in there gonna be in our league. No, but like I was really excited when you came up with this idea, because it is a unique idea. It's like no one really has makes a podcast about their fantasy football league. Like, you're right. Like, no one's really come up with that. And I think that's just a great idea. And I'm happy you brought it to the forefront. I got a mic. I have a pretty quiet room that we can, record in. And in terms of video, I've never edited video before, but like, it's all just off the dome. We're just going to make it happen. Like you said, as long as we get it out there, and hopefully people like it, hopefully like, as I rotate who comes on here, maybe I can make like a weekly theme, like every Tuesday actually makes a lot of sense. But like, as long as the more people we get on here, everyone like relates to different personalities, and we just talk about fantasy football and whatever else 100%. Comes up. Because I had a very interesting weekend, like doing a bunch of different stuff that I've never even done before. Yes. So like, yeah, people relate to you, and I think it'll be super interesting. I'm really 100%. Happy to have you as the first guest, especially because we play each other this week in fantasy. So that was really fun.
So recently, when I've been working out, I haven't been putting on my headphones. I've been just doing it, no music, no podcast, silence. And that's basically how I got the idea of the podcast. For some reason, I get the best ideas I have when I'm at the gym without listening to music. So I'm glad it's happening, bro. You got the mic. I mean, listen, we're here. Everyone's been waiting for the first episode, so I'm glad we're making this happen. And
me too.
I know we had a crazy matchup this week. Fuck.
No,
man.
we did. We both.
I was heartbroken.
Listen,
bro. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch
it.
I was watching Money Heist. I was watching Money Heist with my roommate, and I was like, I'm not watching the game. I come on my phone. I'm like getting ready to fucking celebrate, and then I see 76-72, and I was heartbroken, bro.
Same with you. Like, this is my first year, so I turned 21 this January, right? This previous January. So this is like my first year, like gambling. You know what I mean? And like between that and like fantasy, like sports is so stressful. Like it gets to my head too much. So that Monday night, I was with you, man. I was down 17. And Jefferson left, and I was like, I'm not watching this game.
You need exactly 17.
I need exactly 17. He put up 21 and a half, something like that. And it was, I saw it when, of course, someone in the league texted me like, Justin Jefferson's got 56-yard catch, like, you won, congratulations. And I'm like, thank goodness. But so you're watching Money Heist, I was watching Game of Thrones. My roommate is the biggest Game of Thrones fan, so he's getting into it. I'm really getting into it. But that's what I was watching, man. I was stressed as hell. And Yuri, I'll disclose, Yuri texted me. He said, "You won, man. You did it, boss." And I said, I'm in it. So I'm sorry I had to do that too. You're one of my favorite people in this league. I texted you that in the whole league chat that I said, this is not the person I wanted to do this to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was Jason, Blake, Attica, I would have had no problem. You, man, you know you have a special place in my heart. So I'm very, upset because we were both 3-6. So now I'm 4-6, and you're 3-7, and that's pretty hard. I'm sorry I had to.
Yeah, I mean, we were texting the entire week. I think leading up to that match, we were having some conversations, and listen, if you could, I know you started off the season 0-4, so I'm rooting for you, man. If you could pull that comeback, make the playoffs, make something happen. I mean, everybody loves a good underdog story. So listen, do it.
See, everyone loves. I'm with you. I love that. I appreciate your support. The problem is, people love a good underdog story. The thing is, people don't love me. As the commissioner, a lot of vitriol gets thrown my way.
I mean, I think they have some good reason for that. I mean, where's the Constitution, first of all?
Bro.
Where do the Constitution be at, bro?
Attica made a great point. He said, imagine if Joshua was a founding father. This country would have never been made. And you know what? He's not wrong, man. I be putting stuff off. I be putting stuff off too often. It's something I need to work on as a person. Work on my... Is it procrastination or procrastination? I need you to take that. I don't know.
Procrastination is PROCAS.
INATIO.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I think so. I don't know if there's because
pretty sure that's what the NYU education gets you, bro.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
that's what the NYU education gets you.
Exactly. But
so why don't we go straight into? Let's talk about the matchups this week. Let's do a little overview. Yeah. I'm gonna just pull up my phone real quick.
Right.
So we obviously have our matchup. I mean, bro, can you believe that 3 players on both of our benches, pretty much score the same amount as the entire team combined?
Yeah, I had Cole Beasley. Deshaun Watson had a terrible game, so I had Bridgewater on my bench, Beasley, and who else did well on my bench? I don't remember.
Damian Harrison and Patterson
Damian Harris
put up 12 for you.
Yeah. What's funny? I needed Blake to lose, and he did lose. But Allen Robinson was questionable. Yeah,
that was close.
Yeah, he did lose. So
101 to 103. Ouch.
Yeah. Allen Robinson was questionable. So I picked up every Bears receiver that I could. I had 3 open bench spots. I picked up Anthony Miller. I picked up Cordell Patterson because I'm like, if Allen Robinson doesn't play, I can't have Blake picking up somebody else because it's just I needed him to lose. Not that I wanted him to lose. I just needed him to lose. So, yeah, man. Yeah. No, it was,
No, I mean, Blake kind of fell off a little bit. Blake started off pretty well. What happened to the dog, man?
He started off 4-1, and he's now 5-5.
The Gaskin injury hurt. The Gaskin injury hurt for sure. Hurt. He had a bye.
Yeah, being on IR.
He had Cooper and Ryan on a bye this week, so I get it. But
Cooper.
And listen, shout out Chris.
Bro,
shout out Chris for J.D. McKissick, man.
J.D. McKissick. I'm a huge J.D. McKissick fan. Mm-hmm.
Who is it, bro? Besides Blake, who is it?
Exactly. I think we all are J.D. McKissick fans,
and
for sure.
Yeah, bro. Big Ben putting up 30. Is that the most that Big Ben has put up this season? I think it might be.
I think it might be. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, bro. So he couldn't pick the better week for that. So exactly. Chris is definitely right off. And then let's look at the Noah Yuri game.
Noah Yuri's struggling. He's struggled all year. I don't think he's been above 500. Man. He's having the year I had last year, where I was always in it, but I was never breaking through, winning games. He's always 1 win off, 1 loss, 2 losses, 1 win. Nothing's been consistent. It's all been choppy. So Yuri struggled a little bit, but I think he'll bounce back. That dude is capable of a lot. So yeah,
he knows his football. Absolutely. That's one thing I'll give Yuri is that the kid knows his football.
And he knows football.
And he has CEH and Hill on a bye. So
yeah, well, I traded him CEH. I literally traded a top 10 running back for a tight end for Hawkinson. He put up 3 points. I traded him because if I lost this week, I would have been done. It's really hard to come back. A 6-7 team could make the playoffs in our league, but like you don't want to bank on that. So like I had to trade away. Now I don't have a lot of
Yeah.
running back depth, and you know it's
Yeah.
hard, man. Fantasy football, like
And
you said, you always tell me it's not good for the mental. It never has been.
it
You know.
ain't good for the mental. And the thing with Yuri is that listen, he has pretty much Jonathan Taylor's his RB1, right?
Well, I just traded him Clyde, so now Clyde is going to be his RB1.
Okay, Clyde, but it's like Clyde's very inconsistent with his numbers. Like he has
He's consistently low.
3 games where
Like,
he's consistent. Yeah, and he doesn't put up
yeah,
RB1 numbers. The most he's put up in a
no,
game
he
is
doesn't.
20.9. So I'm
Yeah,
especially with the resurgence of Naheem Hines.
bro.
Taylor's not going to get
Listen,
as many points. So
you know what bothers me that you're 3-7 is that your team's actually very good. Your team's a very good team. Like Mike Davis, stud. Although the last 4 weeks he's put up like 8 points, like stud pickup. Like you have Keenan Allen who had the one bad game on the season. He still got a touchdown actually, but like you know, Keenan
yeah,
Allen like didn't show. Like you have a great team. Like you can pull off a lot of upsets these last three
I
weeks.
I haven't started the right people in the right weeks. That's what's really been fucking me. So that's
Yeah,
something that I have to take under control.
I I understand. I haven't had that
And
problem.
then
My
Noah,
problem
yeah,
was
Noah,
yeah.
yeah. No,
Oh
I
no,
was just
no,
saying
go ahead.
Noah. Like looking at his team, like Stephon Diggs is a certified baller. I mean, that's what a pickup.
Yeah,
He picked him up, late in the draft. It was the 63rd pick of the draft, and if you look at this boy's numbers, he's putting up solid like wide receiver one numbers all year round.
hmm
So I gotta give
yeah.
props to Noah for that one. Kamara, obviously, you traded him that. The whole
I
league was
traded him
mad.
from there. Yeah, I still think it was a good trade, but
What What are your thoughts on Noah's team? You think he has a legit
I
chance of winning
I
the
like
chip?
I like Noah's team a lot, and he's been ripping off wins. I think he was 2-5. Now he has 3 wins in a row, and he's has a legit team, a legit wide receiver one, right? Stephon Diggs, the best running back, in my opinion, the best running back fantasy
Yeah,
wise. You Kamara, right? Like quarterback Mahomes, number one. So he has the number one running back, number one quarterback, a top 10 receiver. Darren Waller's a top 5 tight end. Like he has a really, really good team. I
yeah.
think he's I think he's gonna make something happen. I do.
He
I'm not excited to play him 2 weeks
he
from now.
needs one more. Yeah, I think he needs one more like star-studded wide receiver to put him over the edge.
Yeah, he's tried with
If he
like
could get one
Chark and
more, like
Higgins.
yeah, he needs that one more. And this Noah's team is like, yeah, you don't want to mess with him. He could get hot.
No.
He is
Yeah,
out right
and
now.
he is hot. He is hot. He's in my opinion the hottest team. But Matt has 5 wins in a row,
So
believe it or not. So
yeah, I was just
there's
gonna
that.
say the Hebrew Hammer. I don't like to call him the Hebrew Hammer. I call him just HH because the Hebrew Hammer does have other connotations. But listen,
hmm
talk about a fraud. Talk about okay. Listen, Atticus is another story, but I started to think that Matt was a semi-fraud because he's got a lot of those like pinch out wins, just like a little
hmm
bit more than the other
hmm
guy. But this week, come on, man, 88, and he claims to be the best team in the league. I don't know
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
I don't know either. And he has been playing like really hurt. He's had McCaffrey, but like, yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
it's
facts.
it's
I
it's
will say that. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. We'll
And
see.
he has
He's been
Carson, and he has to be
and he
fair,
has
he has
well,
Carson and McCaffrey, which they've both been hurt.
well, he just traded Carson today. He traded Chris Carson for
Yeah,
who did he trade for? Let me see. I have to go reconnect too.
for Austin
Chris
Eckler.
Carson, he traded Eckler and Mike Gesicki. I don't
With
get
who
that at
again?
all. With Chasen.
Who do you trade with?
He traded with
Ah,
Chasen. So he traded, yeah, it was Carson for Eckler. I don't get that at all. But maybe he sees something I don't. I like Carson a lot. As even though I'm a Niner
nah, but
fan, I
his
can't
like
stand
listen, like
Seattle.
he does have a good team. Like I think Matt does have a good team. Like Judy obviously has been doing much better recently. Terry is just the most fucking underrated, wide receiver in the league by far. And Fuller gets those garbage time fourth quarter touchdowns. So I mean,
Yeah.
listen, you do got to watch out for Matt. With all due respect, I think he's a semi fraud, but I got to put my respect to his team. I do like his team.
Right. No, I like his team too. I like his team. I think he's had the best team. I think him and Noah have the best teams. And that hurts to say. I guess it doesn't. I don't mind Noah. I like Noah as a fantasy football player. He's fun.
What are your thoughts on on the Bob
On the
Bob
Bobik,
Dog team?
oh, I feel horrible for him. He's lost 5 straight. I mean,
Yeah.
he's had Nick Chubb's been hurt,
Also,
right?
Nick Chubb. Oh my God, that touchdown that Nick Chubb didn't score, he would have won. No,
He would have won. Yeah, no, he
kind of,
literally, if you,
maybe.
yeah, no, exactly that. He lost by like 6.08 or something like that. If you had the 1 yard plus the touchdown, he would have won by like point 0.5 or 0.05 or something crazy. He's lost in the most ridiculous ways. He lost off a stat correction. Who loses off a stat correction? I've never even heard of that in my life. Like the whole Daryl Henderson thing.
Bobik, we listen. I love you, man. Listen. I feel for you. I've been in similar situations. Like tough. And then he has Cole on the fucking bench that goes off. Yeah, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, especially all right, do you want to move on to Yuri, Attica versus Chasen?
Yeah, I think Chasen said he was going to prove that Attica's a fraud, and he kind of did. Not going to lie, like I kind of respect it, to be honest.
Yeah,
can't blame him. And Chasen's now back in it.
100%.
He has to play Noah, but now Chasen just traded for Chris Carson, so we'll see. But yeah, Attica has won in the most ridiculous ways possible. He's won off a stat correction. He's won by like 0.5 against Jays, and he's won by like less than a point. Like he's won in the most ridiculous ways. Like I thought in the beginning of the season he started at like 4, like he started at 6-0, I think, but when he was like 4-0 and he was putting up like 140, 145 a game, I thought, okay, Attica is the real deal. But then he like started falling off and started winning in the most lucky ways. And like that's the difference. Like I don't think you're 3-17. I think you've just lost in the most unlucky ways possible. Like I've never like some of the ways you've lost are ridiculous. Like so, I think fantasy football you've come to realize like it's a lot about matchups and it's a lot of luck, man. Like I think after 3 years of me running this league and like doing it with y'all and like you realize there's just a lot of luck involved. A lot.
100%. And listen, Chase is one of those players that like you could never count out. You know what I mean? I just, especially with what he did last year, coming down from 0-3 or something, like you just can't count this boy out. He'll make some trades. He'll squeeze his way in somehow, and once he's in the playoffs or something, watch out.
Yeah, no, for real. Like he can really make something happen, and I respect that. That makes him a good fantasy football player. So yeah, no, I think 8 of the teams out of the 12 are either 5-5, 4-6, or 3-7. It's been a very, very cutthroat year, and it's only going to get harder because I did some math, and after week 11, there could be seven potential 5-6 teams because like almost all the 4-6 teams play all the 5-5 teams. So that's super like nerve wracking because like, all the 4-6, yeah, and that's why I'm saying don't give up on your season. I did mention that because you're only 2 games out of the playoffs. You really are. Like you could win out and potentially make the playoffs.
Mathematically, I know.
So
and I think with Attica too. I think what Attica is, listen, props to Attica for taking Allen, right? Josh Allen, because like I know people were saying he's going to have a good year, but this guy's balling out beyond what I think anybody could have expected this year. And Attica, he's been carrying Attica a lot. Like he's been consistently putting up good numbers, and also DK Metcalf. Like Attica took him 52nd pick. Like, listen, he's been putting up big boy numbers this year. So I do respect Attica for making some good picks during the draft. I do gotta think he's a fraud, but listen, I do gotta give him the respect for
that. I don't want to play DK Metcalf this week at all. I play Attica this week, and I really don't want to play.
So good, I don't want to
play DK Metcalf. He's so good. And you know what was weird? Like I thought in like going into the draft in real life football, like I didn't think he was gonna be that good. I thought he was just like all flash, all like muscle, and he wasn't like great route runner. And I was so wrong. Like DK Metcalf is so good. I didn't think he was gonna be good out of Ole Miss, but
especially with Russell Wilson thrown to you, like it's just come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's elite.
100%. Now, I'm looking here at Bobby versus Jason. First of all, Bobby, if you're listening to this, what's up, bro? You see what I look like now? Time for you to get your face on camera and come on this podcast.
Well, I'll get him on camera. You know, he follows us all on
Okay?
Instagram. He knows what we look like. And I guess for people that don't understand, so like
Facts.
out of the 12 league members, 11 of us either are about to graduate, go to school, or graduate from NYU. The one person, like, I had 2 friends in high school. One of them, like, I went to 2 different high schools. I have 2 people that I still keep in contact with, and one of them's Bobby. And we played fantasy football in high school together. So I was like, Bobby, like when this was a 10 team, or when it was like when we were making our league, I was like, there's 9 of us that like we can all come together and we all fuck with each other, but like I didn't think of another person. So I was just like, fucking bring in my boy, like won't be a big deal. And Bobby's always been a really good player actually. In the 3 years in our league, he's never been below 500. He's always had a winning record or
he's good.
tied.
Listen, he's
very
good. And listen, this week when we knew that it was going to come down to basically Dalvin Cook versus Adam Thielen in that matchup, everybody in their right minds was like, "Yo, Jason, it's in the bag. It's Dalvin Cook." But listen, that's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
That's
no,
not
sir.
what happened.
Not.
And
Adam Thielen,
yeah,
2 touchdowns.
No,
he's so good.
And then Kyler with that last minute tutty.
They said sales of like Jordan Brand gloves. Yeah, no, I was gonna say like a little anecdote. I read somewhere that like sales of Jordan Brand gloves have gone up like 300% because it's like a clearly distinct picture of like 1 pair of Jordan gloves and like 3 pairs of Nike gloves, like 3 pairs of hands surrounding him trying to catch the football. It was actually it was like a free ad basically because DeAndre made like one of the craziest catches I've ever seen. It was amazing. Like I actually was watching that on Red Zone and I saw the Diggs play, the Diggs touchdown before, and I was like, oh, it's over. Like he just did it. Like Stephon Diggs just did that. And then there was like the Aaron Rodgers, like Jeff Janis play that also happened in Arizona. But other than that, I can't think of a crazier Hail Mary play than that. Like that was literally unbelievable.
Well, Rodgers to Rodgers.
Oh yeah, that one Thursday night against the Lions. Yeah, yeah, against the Lions. I remember that.
Yeah, but I'm with you, bro. Like the thing with D-Hop is that he's not even like he's a great wide receiver, but he's not like a Metcalf or a Megatron. You know what I mean in terms of height and physical ability. So for him to make that catch, that was insane. And yeah, that helped Bobby win because he won by what? He only won by like 5 points.
He won by like 5. But the thing is, what was hard is Jason had DeAndre Hopkins, but Bobby had Kyler Murray. So it actually kind of hurt him because he threw a touchdown, which is like, if you throw like a 40-yard touchdown, that's like 5.5 points about that. But if you catch a 40-yard touchdown, that's like 11 points. So it actually hurt Bobby. But Adam Thielen ended up getting 2 touchdowns. I think Adam Thielen only had like 4 or 5 catches against the Bears, but 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 4 Rex, but 2 TDs, yeah. Also, Ronald Jones Jr., 98 yards. Come on. You don't see that every week.
You know, he's like the number 3 rusher in the NFL because of that one rush, because he almost had 100 yards on one play. Yeah, he's like the number 3 rusher in the NFL now. Like, it makes no sense, but that's about it.
That's actually insane.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, listen, like the league's heating up right now. Is heating up time. So let's see what happens.
Bro, fantasy,
I think if I have one team, what's that one team that you like right now? If you were a betting man, which I don't know if you want to disclose if you are or not.
And that's okay. I'm 21. We both are. No, my mom knows. She knows. I get 100%. I love you, Mom.
If you had to put your money on one team winning the chip right now, who would it be? With appropriate odds, obviously.
With appropriate odds, not including myself because I still think I can win. I kind of can. Okay. I would say Noah. I think Noah has a really, really good team, and I think he when I traded him Kamara, I took a lot of his running back depth, so he's been like searching for an RB2 like all year, and he just picked up Kalen Ballage. He picked up, I think he traded or picked up Wayne Gallman, who's like been playing well. Like he's kind of finding it because with Kamara, like your second RB spot is like bonus points because Kamara is either gonna his floor is 20 and he might outscore both your running backs, right? So like any RB2 he has is like bonus points, and I think he finally found it. And T Higgins has been a great find, and DJ Chark, like he's made good trades, and he was 2-5, but he said like he texted me, he's like I'm gonna start winning. And I was like, all right, man, I'll believe it when I see it. And I see it, and now I believe it. So now I think if I had to put my money, if I had to put the league pot of $600, if I had to bet that much on one guy, I'd probably pick Noah. That's my guy right there. Good fantasy football play, for sure.
Yeah. Solid pick. Also, Noah's just a great guy. I would put my money low-key on Jason Hodge. I think I'm playing him this week, and I hope I beat him because I don't want to be last or anything in the league. But listen, when you have Josh Jacobs and Dalvin too, and D-Hop, come on, like I think Jason, this is Jason's year. I think for some reason this is Jason's year, and people are gonna get my ass for saying why the fuck do you trade Cook to him? Listen, I had to make that trade. If there's one person who I wanted Cook to go to, is Jason. And
interesting.
Listen, I think he could pull it off. I really do. Because we're about to wrap things up.
Yeah, I know. Because you're on the East Coast. It's 11 over there. You need your beauty sleep. I know you meditate. You have a whole routine now, my man. So I respect that.
I do have a night routine.
Yeah.
I get a little journaling, a little meditation.
You really do it.
You gotta take care of yourself.
You take great care of yourself. That's actually
I walk the walk.
No, that's why I really like being your friend and like being around you and talking to you, because you really do walk the walk. You really you put your mental health on a pedestal. And I think for me, surrounding myself with people that do that is helpful for me because it all trickles down. You know what I mean? Like you surround yourself with that, it's gonna rub off on you. So that's why you're in the league, man. Come on now, make everyone around you better. This is my guy right here.
I hope so. Yes, I hope so. If I can make my homies better, I would love that.
Of course, so, and you do. You could ask.
Love to hear that. I appreciate those kind words.
Of course. Well, I remember you said you did want to put this at about 30 minutes, and we are at 28. As quickly as I've been, it's felt like 8, but it's 28.
We are.
And like I said, I know.
Yeah, we were just talking little league stuff.
Yeah, of course, man.
Tell me how was your yoga session and
so
the gun range
so,
that you went to right afterwards?
So I guess for people, I went on Twitter, and probably if anyone's gonna view this, probably the people who follow me on Twitter, close friends. I said I went to a yoga. So this was Saturday. I went to a yoga class in the morning and a gun range in the afternoon, and both were very cathartic. Both really helped me calm down and relax. In terms of the yoga, like, the amount they emphasize on the breathing as much as the stretch is amazing. And I love how you're in a completely quiet area. Like I had my phone in my locker, my watch in my locker, my phone in my locker, like didn't have anything on me, no electronics. And it was weird because I almost felt like an urge, like a twitch after like 20 minutes to go check my phone or like check my watch. But like, nah, man, you got to focus on the stretch, focus on your breathing, really try to calm down. And I love that. Like disconnecting from the world and really just trying to like center yourself. And bro, my back cracked like 6 different ways, 6 different times. It was amazing. I just like felt complete relief,
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yoga sounds like an experience, bro. It's definitely very hard. Like it's a lot of core work. It's a lot of work.
And it's like I want to keep doing it because
that's how hard yoga is.
No, it's so hard. And I tweeted that. I'm like, I'm never making fun of people because I used to like make fun of people who did yoga. I used to like make fun of people a lot because I'm just like, you're not working out, like you're not like how helpful can this possibly be? It's actually very helpful, and it's something I want to keep doing because it feels like it's something you can improve on. So yeah, and then
100%.
And then I went to a gun range for the first time, and I was like, just when in doubt, keep the gun down range and put the thing on safety. You're pretty much straight. But yeah, man, like shot a shotgun, shot like a little rifle. It was really interesting. But I was also, the commonality between the two was I was like disconnecting from the world. I wasn't like on my phone. I was talking to my friend. Like I think that there was that common element between the two that made it super fun and made it super enjoyable. So yeah, man.
That sounds like an amazing contrasting activity. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
And here in New York, we played football actually on Saturday. It was from the league. It was me, Matt, Jason. DP came through. We had some of Matt's friends there, and we played a lot. We played like for a couple hours. It was very fun. We were all sore afterwards. I still am sore, but just playing the game, and I was QB for a sec. I was putting up some good QBR ratings. I checked the stats afterwards.
Yes, sir. Don't doubt it.
Jason was playing a good at QB. DP had some nice catches. So it was overall it was a good day.
I'm happy to hear that. No, I had a great. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get to New York.
Yeah.
It's just life's crazy right now here in 2020. This is how we're doing podcasts now, man. Man. If I was there in New York, we would definitely be doing all this in person, and we'd make something happen. But yeah, man, this is how you'll have your connection issues sometimes cutting off. Like it's just 2020, man. You just gotta roll with the punches. And I'm still reading your book. Your book is right here that you lent me. I have it bookmarked with my highlighter because I had to make some notes on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the bookmark with my highlighter and all that.
Blake just hit my line today. He said he finished the book and he really liked
it. I've been slacking. He finished? Damn, I've been slacking. I'm on page.
He finished it already.
I'm on page like 50 or something.
You gotta get on.
I'm slacking. I gotta get on it. Blake
he's on to the next. He's on to the next book already.
Oh yeah.
I already gave him my next recommendation. Yes, sir.
Dang. All right, Blake. I see you. I need to step my game up, my reading game up for sure.
Yeah.
100%. But listen, man. It's 11:08.
If the rest of y'all want reading tips, I'll let y'all know. I don't know if y'all read books, but I'll let y'all know.
Anurag, listen. You are a very charismatic man. People are gonna want to listen to your recommendations. Because I know. Listen, man. We could talk for days and still keep talking. You know what I mean? So 30 minutes, you can't fill in everything. But I know you're a very busy man.
That's right.
And you gotta go to bed. You gotta get your beauty sleep because there's nothing more important. Not just beauty sleep. There's nothing more important than sleep. I sleep a lot too. So I'm gonna let you go, my man. This is crazy. The first episode, hopefully there weren't that many latency issues we gotta deal with. Hopefully the audio comes out decent. And I guess I'll make a Wildcat Defense YouTube channel or something like that. Upload this, figure it all out, man. This is 2020. We figure it out as we go. We roll with the punches. But I know you're busy and I know you got a lot to do. But I'm really happy that you were the catalyst. There's 12 of us in the league and you were the catalyst. You were someone make this happen. And I know I took way too long and I apologize, but you start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Well, thanks for having me, bro. You have a good night. And until next time.
Till next time. All right, man.
Peace.